welcome. This is Zoo. And if you know what has happened recently, you know that a unannounced feature, as well as the rest of the features, have dropped in open beta. So, we left off last time with Star, her litter of 6, well, now 5 pups, and her mate Bruno, near the rendezvous site, or at the rendezvous site actually, but basically all there is to do is now loaf, and I will show you a little bit of snippets for this, but for today's episode I've decided to go ahead and grow up Starling, which was suggested by Siri Wolf. Between Starling and Smolder, I thought, hey, let's grow up Starling and put her in Iron Wolf mode. Now, I will probably select challenging because another thing I will be using her for is the Age Perk, which we will get to see pretty shortly. So, if you like these videos and you love these series that I've been running with, like and subscribe, and we will go ahead and jump in with Star. As you can see, me, my pups, and Bruno, wait a minute, hang on. Okay, there they are. I was wondering where the other two are at the rendezvous site. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I am actually not as much loafing. It's pretty laid back and relaxed, which is a nice relaxing episode if you're interested in that. But I do really want to jump into some of the new features, and I will be doing that. Granted, I don't actually know if beavers are in a game that I've already saved, so we will have to be looking around. I thought I saw Beaver Trail, but I was wrong. So I'm going to go hunting for rabbits because I can't seem to do anything else right now. And I'll be back if something interesting happens. Remember I said I would unpause if I saw anything interesting? Well, there is something new, and if you notice, my age is now shown as well as Bruno's. Bruno's an old man, apparently. It's supposed to be funny. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and continue. And I'll be back either when we finish and we have our epic zoom out scene, or I find something interesting. Okay, one more time, since obviously I'm blind to some of this. If you go to quests, you will now see, or any other thing other than perks, you will now see there's a tab called perks, and if you go underneath it, you will see that there are in fact age tabs. So yeah, there are some pretty useful ones here too, like youthful prowess, fun parent. That definitely seems pretty interesting. Yep, I'll be back in a bit. And we have another feature. Look at that, a Beaver Trail. Not sure what they're doing out at night in the rain, but here we go. Beaver hunting. You have found a beaver trail. From April through November, beavers use such trails to go find aspen and willow, which they use for food and as construction materials for dams and lodges. If you want to try hunting a beaver, press the control button for several seconds to begin lying in wait for a beaver to come along. It might take a while. Beavers are mostly active at dawn and dusk, but it's worth the wait. You'll do extra damage when you bite it immediately after lying in wait. I already see one. And I'm just waiting for it to come over here. If you see that red speck over there, that is in fact a beaver. Now the scents are going towards me, so I do not believe the beaver will scent me yet. I saw one take off after a few seconds. I think it's getting closer. Just gotta be patient. Here it comes. Keep very still so it does not spot you. don't. Oh no! Come on, 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 I want you! Don't you dare! Oh, I forgot they fight back! Nope! Beaver! And I think there goes lunch. Oh well. First successful beaver hunt, huh? Yep, they're faster in water too, so I can't get it. Oh well. Beaver, guys. How exciting. I'll have to try this again later. For now, I think I will stick to rabbits. You know, while it's not dark and raining and I can't seem to see anything. That's fine though. Okay, so now that it's daylight, I am in fact just keeping an eye out on the beavers. If you see one, it's currently swimming around over there. But beyond that, unfortunately, don't think we're gonna see much more of them. Can we please get a few likes for this adorable grizzly cub that's facing off? Please. I just think this is a little bit adorable. Alright, we are back again because I found a beaver dam. Which is pretty cool, but yeah, I thought I would just show this off. Bruno, what are you doing over here? I'm gonna assume the pups are still inside the den. Wow, you'll never believe who just showed up. Siblings of Junction Butte 4M. Yeah, they ran away, trying to put my health back to normal. Doesn't seem to be working out for some reason. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so after an eternity of sitting under probably 20% of my health, I managed to catch a fawn, which have now started showing up around mule deer mothers, but one of my pups has fallen ill. That'd be Wildfire, which is funny because we have just reached about 19 pounds each. Some of them are at 20 already, so very close to rendezvous site. I just thought y'all should know Wildfire has unfortunately fallen ill. Okay, moving on. Okay, that took way too long. Yeah. So we managed to keep all 5 alive. I'm pretty sure I stayed under 20% of my health the whole time, but I'm really happy that all 5 have managed to somehow be kept alive. My pups are currently interrupting me, as well as my wolf, but we're gonna go grow up Starling and lock her into Iron Wolf. Okay, now that we are back in the menu, it is time to find Starling and grow her up. She's about to get a taste of her own medicine. That sounds so wrong, but anyway, how I would do this basically is go to my wolves and I would click family tree, and if you look, we all have our mates here alongside Star. She has Spruce, Bracken, who technically had pups but died, and as you can see here under Thorn you would find Starling, Silent Stalk, and Chip. Bracken, it says here, was deceased, but these are his pups technically, and Thorn would be the current mate that was with Star, who helped grow them up. Now, again, you will see the entire family trees here. I've not done much to basically continue the bloodline with growing up another pup, but that's I kinda wanted to wait till at least tried each difficulty. Granted, again, I will eventually retry challenging with Star, but for now we're gonna focus on Starling. Brutus, may he forever rest in peace. Alright, so we're just gonna go here. We're gonna go to Starling. She has 0 stamina, -2 strength, a +1 on her speed, and a +1 on her health. So I'm gonna go ahead and click play as wolf. And it says make Starling an iron wolf. An iron wolf lives on the edge, always one false move from permanent death. An iron wolf can have only 1 game save, and upon death you cannot create a new game with it. Which is what I'm going to do. So now Starling is available, and she is currently an iron wolf. And I'm gonna go ahead and click yes. And there she is. Looking quite unique. And if I go into, if you notice, she is H2 now, but if I go into modify wolf, you will see that her coat, no matter how many times I'm clicking, you probably can't hear that, but I can't change her coat. That is because her coat is already locked. I cannot change the tinting, and I don't believe, no, I cannot change the eye color. All her characteristic traits are already set. Have to come up with an interesting bio. Let's see. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Says here, offspring of Star and Bracken. Has 2 brothers, Silent Stalk and Chip. Who knows what they're up to. Starling has left her pack and hopefully learned some valuable lessons which she would like to raise and pass down to her own pups. Hopefully. It's not necessarily set in stone. But let's hope everything ends out alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and click continue. And we're going to go to Amethyst Mountain. And we are going to go ahead and select challenging. If you notice, again, we are an iron wolf. So Starling does not have access to easy mode. And honestly, I'm not really interested in jumping back into accurate yet again. So we're just, yeah, we're going to do this. We're doing permadeath. Accurate wolf life here. Let's see how this goes. This could definitely go wrong. Let's hope it doesn't. Okay, we are in. And it is time to go ahead and begin our journey. So Starling is fresh off the block, so we will have to learn to hunt first. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I know how boring this can be, so I'm actually, not necessarily going to show this part, but yeah, Starling is in. Thank you again, Siri Wolf. Right. First hunt down so far. There's some grizzlies watching me. It's a little bit unnerving. Mama elk was very determined to keep her baby alive, but it did not happen. So far, so good. Okay, finally! That took way too long. I must have gotten really bad at hunting or something, because that was probably the worst elk hunts I've had. I say hunts because I've been through about 3 now. And what do you know? A Lamar pack member has decided to take interest and leave his pack. Actually very, very, very impressed. Is that another one over here? Oh, no.
Oh no! Run.
Well, that was ironic. That ended very quickly. That must have been his sister, I'm gonna guess. Wouldn't be too surprised. Starling has not found life very easy as she expected, I'm guessing from the top corner. We've had some very close calls, we'll leave it at that. And I'm gonna see if I can find a mate for her. Okay. So, I went to sleep and I regained a little bit more health, and this wolf showed up. I think this is Rosebud 31M. And I'm just gonna get a feel of the personality and see how this works out. Seems like they may have possibly changed the music for when you encounter dispersals. Sounds very nice. Okay, so we have our courtship complete. Pardon me, our trial is yet to come, but we found a 4-star right off the bat, which is impressive. I haven't seen this coat around very much. I like this coat. So Starling has found a mate that she's interested in, and now we're on trial. So I will be back when we finish that. Okay, we have finally completed our courtship. And I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, because I have to admit, pretty good at hunting. Not so sure about the whole chasing off stranger wolves, so here we go. Okay, I think Fallen Shadow is not a bad name. And now we can journey to Slough Creek. Which is good, because I think Starling is pretty excited to start her back with Fallen Shadow. Well, apparently, I actually can't go through the main menu and load into Slough Creek, which would make sense. This is Iron Wolf. I guess it wants it to be as accurate as possible. So, I'm making a very long trip. I'll be back in a teeny bit. There we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Slough Creek and look for a place to settle. Okay, so Starling and her mate Fallen Shadow have transitioned to Slough Creek. So now I kind of need to be looking for dens and territory acquisition. But first I probably want to go hunting. Wait, where did my mate go? Hang on. What? Fallen Shadow? Where'd you go? Oh, okay, there he is. I was wondering about that. Still don't know what type of coat he has. It's probably a very common one though by the looks of it. Okay, finally we completed getting as many dens as needed and getting our territory set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and name the pack real quick. Okay, after a few thoughts, I went ahead and went with this. And we're gonna go ahead and transition. Alright, so we transitioned and now we need to find a den. So I had several picked out, but I already know which one I think I'm gonna probably choose. So I will be back in a bit when we get there. Okay, so here we are. I decided that maybe this den would probably be the best. Now, the reason why the music is a little bit bugged for whatever reason, apparently, for some reason when you're hunting mule deer, which they happen to be nearby right now, in fact they were sitting at the den a few seconds ago, for some strange reason, the music just stops completely. So that is probably why you're not hearing anything. I think that's probably a good name for this den. And let's go ahead and see how many pups we have. And here's our new perk. So apparently every time you end up with a litter right before you give birth, it's technically your birthday too. So you're going to be getting this new Age Perk where you can get a selection of perks you can choose from. It says here, review the available age perks for your next year of life and decide if you want to advance in age. If so, select 3 perks in advance. Note that only 1 years of age perks can activate at a time. They do not accumulate over your lifetime. So this is just something to keep in mind. And I'm gonna go ahead and click View Perks. Now, there are some interesting physical attributes here, but there are also these blue ones, which have their own unique perks. Like here, it says Youthful Prowess. More likely to have a larger litter of pups next year. It says sick pups are more likely to recover. Competitors are more likely to flee. Competitors are more frightened when you snarl and growl at them. And prospective mates are more interested in you when you meet. More rival wolves are courtable. Now, it says MP per pack, and I don't exactly know what this means. Kinda wish I did though. For Fun Parent, your social and play emotes boost pack affinity faster, and pups never get tired of socializing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click Youthful Prowess, and I am gonna go ahead and probably get one of these. Now my health is good and so is my speed, but I do kind of want to boost my strength. As you can see, I have a -2 over there. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But I'm also gonna go ahead and choose Fun Parent. And once I have chosen 3 perks, I can now advance to age 3. As you see, it won't let me choose more than 3 perks. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And Starling should, 6 pups again. But Starling should now have these perks, and she should now be 3 years of age. So we have Broken Light 2 female, Broken Light 2 male, Broken Light 3 female, and Broken Light 4 female. We also have Broken Light 3M and Broken Light 5 female. So we have 4 females and 2 males. And I'm gonna go ahead and click continue. As usual, I want my comments section to name the pups and kind of just type down there what suggestions you have. And if you want to name a specific ID tag for a specific pup, then that'd be appreciated. We're just gonna go ahead and see our pups. So tiny. Here they come. So we have a total of 6, and it looks like Starling has her paws full for her first litter. Fallen Shadow, I believe, is gonna go off hunting there. And I admit, she's got her work cut out for her, so yeah. I hope you have enjoyed this video, or videos, depending if I split it up into 2. And please, like and subscribe. Just gonna go ahead and zoom out one more time so y'all can see the different coats. And with that, I will see y'all next time.